Hello, welcome to another video. So I brought you to HMP RISLEY today, once dubbed Grisly, on the outskirts of Warrington in Cheshire. Now a little bit about where the prison's sited. In the Second World War, it was said to be the place where nuclear weapons for the UK were first discussed. And then in 1964, Remand Centre was built and opened, which contained men and women prisoners. And that was the case up until 1999, when the women were moved. And it became a men-only prison a year later, Category C. It currently houses over 1,000 prisoners. And it is said that around about 2 in 5, or 40%, whichever way you want to look at it, have committed a crime of a sexual nature. I don't need to tell you what type of prisoners they are, but that's 2 out of 5, so that's not to tar all of them, because 3 out of 5 haven't. They're in for another reason, whatever that may be. I must admit, I've been to a few prisons recently, and this one, I don't know whether it's because of the weather, or, you know, the rain and the clouds and things like that, but there's just something about it that is decidedly grisly, I've got to say. Now, it has failed a number of inspections, and the Chief Inspector of Prisons at one time said it was squalid, dilapidated. Just pretty much disgusting, really. There was a riot here involving around about 120 prisoners at one time, when they barricaded a wing, and a few of them went on the roof for 3 days in protest due to the conditions, being locked up in the cells for around about 20 hours a day, like I say, unhygienic food, all the rest of it. Obviously it's quite similar to the Strangeways riot I once covered, so you can have a look at that as well. However, even though the judge tried to sway the jury one way, they did actually acquit all 21 men that were on trial for that disturbance, because they were so horrified at what they heard about the conditions in the prison. So that says quite a lot, doesn't it? When it was a remand prison for men and women, Hindley was in there, and she was visited by Brady's mother in 1965 when she was awaiting trial. So you can look that up as well. Like I say, the place, it's just not nice. You can see that, really. It's not a nice place. The history's not nice. Everything about it. I mean, I know prisons aren't nice. They're prisons for a reason. But there's just something about this place, I've got to say. I'll try and get a little bit closer now and film the gates for you. I'll have to get over this busy road, and it might be a bit noisy with the traffic, so bear with me. So there was an inspection as recently, an unannounced inspection, as recently as April last year. And it was reported that there was 14 findings that needed immediate attention, one of which was that the type of prisoners that I mentioned earlier were not given any education, for want of a better term, or anything really to make them not offend again. And they were let out into the community, apparently homeless, which obviously caused a lot of concern. Again, things like dentistry, maintenance, that kind of thing, they're all underpinned in the report, and that was fairly recently, despite them making some good improvements apparently. You can have a look at that report, it is online. So we have the visitor centre. I'll just show you the gates, as I tend to do. Like I say, if you want to subscribe to the channel, great. You can watch this stuff and other things. Get involved, drop me a comment, let me know what type of things you want to see, that'd be brilliant. show you the sign. There we are. And there's the doors. The brown doors, the main entrance. Okay, HMP RISLEY. Is it still Grisly? Everyone has an opinion. Mine is that it is actually.